All right, just trying to get situated here. Hi, little wise owl. How was your day? It's getting to be nice here, although tomorrow now it's going to be in the 40s. It was nice for the first few days. I need to change up my glasses. There we go. Unfortunately, there's more glare on these glasses, but I can't see with the other ones. Hey, Thomas, good to see you. What's new? Oh, I feel bad. These glasses have so much glare. I can't wear the other ones. They're too... Kenyatta, hi! How have you been doing? I am glad you shared your good news with me. I'm really glad to hear that it's not what we thought. Have you still been crocheting, Kenyatta, or are you taking a break? Oh no, Kenyatta, this has been a rough year for you. You're sick again? Huh. Don't tell me it's the flu again, because it seemed like you had the flu for like 2 months straight. Oh, crocheting slowly. Yeah. Let it be fun. Let it be something you want to do. Oh, I think I'm gonna have some yarn barf here. Ah, there we go. Got the barf out. It's not too bad. Stomach virus and a cold. Oh, that's as bad as the flu. Guten Tag, y'all. I told that kid that you liked his shirt, and he was all proud. Are you gonna get one for Oktoberfest, Thomas? Guten Tag, y'all. I love that. So tell me about Oktoberfest in Germany. Is it like really a big deal, or is it just kind of like, you know, something that people go out and do, or what do you think? I'm wondering what it's like actually in Germany. Not sure. I checked the ones on Amazon, but I don't like the versions they have. I'll probably make my own. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You'll have to show me what that looks like when you do. Very cool. Hello. So where's everybody coming from? I know where Little Wise Owl and Thomas and Kenyatta are coming from. Where's everybody else from? I always find it interesting how when I come into a live, there's always people from all over the world in here. I think it's so cool. All right, Little Wise Owl said, Germany is outstanding. The music, food, wine, and landscapes. Yeah, I would love to go and visit. I don't see that in the near future because we have 2 kiddos getting ready to go to college, so our expenses are kind of tied into that right now. Oh, okay. Thomas said Oktoberfest is huge here. We have one in October and one in the spring. I didn't even know that you did it in the spring too. But I think it's even bigger outside of Germany just by its image as a brand. I don't know. I mean, I think that at least around here, I mean, people mention it, you know, because I live in an area that is pretty German, but it's not like, uh, I don't know. I've never celebrated an Oktoberfest here. You know, I've just heard people mention it and maybe go out to a bar or something like that, but I've never seen it be. Thomas, I would love to do that. He said you should pack up your family and come over and visit. I would love to see Germany. It looks so beautiful. Hi, Vima. Hi, Lena. I'm sorry if I say somebody's name wrong. Not the same here, imitation. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's really nice to see you, Vima. What have you been up to? What are you working on? Oh, I'm glad you're here too. It's always nice to see you. It's like with everything, when there's lots of partying, alcohol and unhealthy food is involved, everybody participates. Oh, it's like that here too. Yep. Alcohol, unhealthy food, you know, everybody's all in. Anybody working on something special? I know I can see that there's a lot of crocheters in the chat today. Okay, Thomas said that's why you can have an Oktoberfest everywhere in the world, including the traditional dress code. Cool. I'd have to see that. You know, and I think if I go to Germany, I'll have to plan it in October. Oh, Vima is working on a cat. That'll be so cool. Are you going to do a tutorial for it, or is it just for fun? Oh, no. Kenyatta said, still working on this horrible doll. Oh, you're not enjoying it then? Oh, hi, Beverly. Great to see you. Were you spending time, Beverly, with your great-granddaughter? She must love when you go over to visit. The hair looks a mess. Okay, Kenyatta, I get it. I cannot stand doing hair for dolls. It's just so tedious and hard to get right. Vima said I actually have the video tutorial ready. Maybe it'll be up tomorrow. Oh, that's exciting. Aw, can't wait to see it. I just finally got my Eckerd shawl up. Oh my gosh. I love that project. It just took me a lot longer than I was thinking that it would. Thomas said, hold on. Still working on the interlocking project. Yeah, that one's taking you a while too, but had a little Eckerd stitch session this afternoon. What'd you think of it? Were you able to do it? I love that stitch. It's really cool. Pete. I am really terrible with trying to say names, but I'll see P Natural Talks from India. So is Vima. Vima is also from India. That's so cool to see people from different countries. I'm from the United States, Pennsylvania. So Beverly said not today. She and her mama had a doctor's appointment today. She was here yesterday. Took a walk today and planted some flower seeds. Nice, enjoying the beautiful weather. Very nice. I ordered some flowers, but they're not going to be delivered till the end of the month. They let you choose when you wanted them delivered. So I was like, oh, I'll just wait till the end of the month so I don't get too excited and plant them too early. Does the shawl stitch have a standard name? If it does, I don't know what it is. It was a stitch that my friend Eckert introduced to me, and it was just a stitch. So I don't know if there's actually a name for it. Here's how it looks. It is so pretty. I love the way this stitch works up. So this is called the Eckert shawl. I worked it up into a shawl, and it looks so pretty as a shawl. But it took longer than I thought it would to finish it. So I didn't have some content last week when I wanted to because it was taking so long. Like Thomas said, I love the stitch. We'll use it for my Tunisian bag handles. Oh, cool. It would look good for bag handles, wouldn't it? I wasn't even thinking of it for that. India is Wednesday already, isn't it? Yeah. I'm even more in the past than you, Thomas. Thank you, Beverly. Beverly said that the stitch looks cool. Little Wise Owl, looks like it does not curl. No, it really, not like other stitches. I know a lot of times the Tunisian stitches will curl, but this one really did not do much curling. It seems like it lays nicely, and I did not block this. This was, I just made it and kept it as is. So it's not like I blocked it and got the curl out. So yeah, it does lay nicely. Thomas said, I'm right in the middle time-wise. Yeah. Beverly, did you do a tutorial? Did I miss it? Yeah, I posted it yesterday. I believe it was yesterday that I posted. It's called the Eckert shawl. And I think I also put it in my, I might have posted about it in my community tab. So, oh, good. Thomas said that when he did it, it didn't curl either. Yeah, I didn't have an issue with that either. I know sometimes Tunisian stitches can curl. Oh, thank you. Little Wise Owl likes it. Beverly, okay, I will check it out later. Good. It's a really pretty shawl, a really pretty stitch too. I mean, even if you didn't want to make a shawl, you could pick up how to do the stitch and make something else with it. Oh, hi. Hi, Teresa. No worries. I actually haven't been on very long, so we're just kind of all getting warmed up here. Thomas says hi to you, Teresa. And Vima said, I tried making the Chippy Cat, but I really don't know whether it looks like a cat or something new. I'll be waiting for everyone to tell me what they feel it looks like to them. I need to ask a bots question on, okay, yes, we can do that. We can do that. Is everybody ready for the reveal of Battle of the Stitches tomorrow? Oh, thank you, Vima. And the colors really are just kind of basic. I just used a basic white, you know, just like it wasn't Red Heart. I think it was whatever the brand is for Hobby Lobby. I don't have the tag for it here. And then the pink, I just used a pink. So, you know, you can make it look pretty with just basic yarn. You don't have to have anything special. Oh, cool. Teresa just finished recording her tutorial. I can't wait to see what everybody's made. I'm not even sure. A lot of them I was like, oh, I don't even know. And my project is probably about this big. I made a teeny tiny one. Every once in a while, I really like to use the thread yarn and make something that is teeny tiny. Trying to see if I had anything around. I think a lot of my teeny tiny ones don't last long because people ask me if they can have them, and I just end up giving it to them. So I don't get to keep a lot of my minis. I did use thread yarn for like this little dragon bag right here, and I think I had a frog bag that I did it to, but I don't see it right now. I might have taken that one down. It was hard to guess. So excited to see everybody's projects. Me too. Me too. And Vima's joining us next month. I can't wait to see what she makes. And who else is next month? I had the list. Oh, I think it's oh, the name is on the tip of my tongue. I have it written down here. Oh, it's Jana Kay. So Jana Kay is going to be joining us, and Vima's going to be joining us. And then we'll have to see if Jules, Sam, Beth, and Ellie are going to join again too. That would be so fun. I think that would be a record for us if everybody was doing it. Is that a record for us, Teresa? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be 8 if everybody was joining in. Beema's excited too. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, hi, Sid. And I think Sid is joining us in June, and Thomas is joining us in June as well. So I'm excited for all that. We were just saying we're excited to see what everybody's Battle of the Stitches reveal will be tomorrow. Oh, Teresa agrees that it might be a record. Okay, Beth might be taking the month off. Okay, gotcha. No worries. There's no commitment that you have to do it every month. So if everybody else does it, that would be 7, which I still think is a record for us. I don't know what we had, what our record was before that. This month there's pretty many. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. It makes it more fun to see all the different projects. Okay, this month was the most, was 6. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. But what's so cool is, like, some months we can see that everybody was kind of thinking alike, and then we all end up doing kind of similar projects. And that's all by accident, because we don't tell each other what we're doing ahead of time. But then other months we make way different things with the stitch. So it's really cool to see what everybody can come up with a stitch. I'm trying to think ahead a little bit, trying to figure out what I want to do for some of my other projects. I wore this sweater that I made today. I wore that to school, but I wanted to make the sleeves a little bit longer, so I just attached some yarn, and I'm just kind of working on making the sleeves a little bit longer. Yes, Teresa said we would love for all of you guys to join, and I agree. We would love everybody to do it. Sid said, Teresa, since you're in here, has a schedule come out for Decade Divas, or are y'all still working on it? I know Shannon has had a lot on her plate. May is a lacy stitch. It is called the track stitch. It is. I'm excited to see what everybody makes with that lacy stitch. Hi, Laura. I think it's Laura, right? I have it written down. Yeah, Laura. I wrote it down just to make sure I would pronounce it right. I'm so glad you're here and you're joining in. This is so fun. Teresa said, still working on it. Should have schedule and emails out next week. Oh, good. I'm glad that I said it right. Yeah, I'm excited for Decades Diva too. I haven't finalized what I want to do yet. So I'm still thinking on that one too. But I think September is when it starts. So even if I get an early one, there's still a little bit of time. How many of you guys are doing Decade Divas? Oh, Laura's doing a rose blanket. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. I love that. Sid said, okay, awesome. Thank you, Teresa. I just wanted to make sure. That's fun. I saw, actually, somebody sent me a picture of some flower, like headbands, kind of like hippie headbands, or like the flowers that you would like hot glue on some barrettes or something like that. And I thought they looked pretty. So Vima said, yes, it's a lacy stitch, but it works wonderfully with some projects. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see all of what comes out with this. Wow. Teresa said there's 45 creators doing Decade Divas. That's awesome. Vima's doing Decade Divas too. Woohoo! Very cool. 70s is going to be so fun to make for. I can't wait to pick something to make. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, I've looked up different things and I've had some ideas, but didn't finalize it. I have the window open. Yesterday I recorded a tutorial that'll be coming out next week, and I was doing it in the evening and I had the windows open, and we have like a drainage system right across the street from us. I'll turn it around and show you. So it's right around, right there. And there's lots of frogs and toads that live in there. And you could hear them singing through the tutorial. So if you watch my tutorial next week for Things We're Making Thursday, I'm not doing the Things We're Making Thursday this week. It'll be next week that I do it. But when you see if you watch the tutorial, you'll hear the frogs and the toads. Oh, I can't wait. Vima said she has some great ideas, and Sid says you have 2 ideas. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm excited to see. I wonder if anybody is going to make the same thing. I don't know. Beverly said she loves to hear the frogs singing in the ponds. Oh, you'll have to watch my tutorial next week then. Thomas said a singing frog is even funnier than a snoring dog. That's funny. Oh, Teresa has 2 ideas. Beverly, most definitely. Yeah, they're loud too. I mean, they're way across the street there, but boy, you can hear them nice and clear at night. That's beautiful background. Oh, I do love where I live. I like your snoring dog though, Thomas, in the background. It's nice that he can just sit there and relax, or she can just sit there and relax with you. I'm sorry. I know Holly is a girl. As long as the wildlife stays outside, I'm fine. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yep. I'm with you there. We have a couple of acres of woods that are like behind us. This room is in the front of our house. So what I showed you was the front of our house, but behind us we have woods, and we actually have cats that live in the woods, and they seem like they're well fed, so there must be, you know, critters in there that they feast on. And I never feed them because, you know, even though I think it's kind of cool to see them out there walking or have them walk by our house or something like that, I don't want them to come in our house, and I don't want them to become our pets. So, you know, even though cats are pets, I like to have the outdoor cats. Vima says, totally agree, Thomas. So much me. Yep, I'm with you guys too. But we see deer, we see tons of rabbits, tons. Squirrels. Did I say deer? I mean, we've even seen like raccoons and beavers, which you really don't want to see, but we've seen them. Or groundhogs, not beavers. Groundhogs and raccoons, which you really don't want to see. We have lots of deer and squirrels on our property. Isn't that cool? The only thing I don't like is that I have a strawberry patch and the deer eat my strawberries. They eat the actual plants, not even just the strawberries. So it's like, I can't wait for new ones to grow because they eat the plant. So I'm trying to figure out a way to have them covered. I had an idea, but it didn't turn out to be a good idea. So we have to figure something else out. Natural is beautiful outside, but not me in it. Oh. I actually like going into our woods, but I do make sure I have boots on. Last year, I never really like paid too much attention to that before. I'd usually like put flip-flops on or something like that. But last year I went out into the woods and I was walking around in flip-flops and I almost stepped on a snake. So I was like, oh, I think I'm wearing boots from now on when I go in the woods. I don't want to. It wasn't, we don't have like dangerous snakes around here. It was just a garter snake, which I did look up because I was curious. Their venom does have poison in it, but if you get bit, if a human gets bit by one, it really doesn't do much to them. It's like if they would bite a mouse or something like that, then it would, you know, really poison the mouse. But still, even if it's not poisonous, I would rather not get bitten by a snake. Beverly said, we have deer that come through our yard and a fox. Oh, that's cool. That comes through a couple times. She catches a squirrel every now and then. We have turtles that sun themselves in our dock. Nice. We get turtles that come here in the spring, but they only pass through. So I don't know where they go, but we'll see them. And then, you know, by the time mid-June comes, you never see anymore. So I don't know. I guess they just kind of pass through in the spring. We have ducks. Oh, I'd love to have turtles in my garden. Yeah, they are cute. They're nice. And then if you get too close, they get scared, so they're not going to hurt you. I've never picked one up. I just, you know, if I walk and I'm near it, it just kind of goes into the shell. It's not aggressive. My neighbors have chickens and roosters, so when it gets to be nice enough weather to open the windows, we hear that cock-a-doodle-doo non-stop. It doesn't bother me though, because nobody is like close enough to me that it matters. You know, what I mean by neighbors is not like right next door, you know. Neighbors are, you know, our house is pretty separated from other people's. But it is amazing. I always think, how does that rooster not lose its voice? I mean, it could be doing it nonstop all day. Little Wise Owl said, turtles may be looking for a place to plunk down eggs. Maybe, maybe. I haven't seen the eggs, but it doesn't mean they're not doing that, because they could have like a really nice hiding spot for them or something. I don't know. Sid said, snakes were bad for us last year. I almost stepped on a chicken snake last year thinking it was a copperhead. Ah, that's scary. I think I literally jumped out of my skin that day. Yeah, I think that would scare me to death too. Yeah, I don't believe we get any dangerous snakes around here. Mostly it's just garter snakes. Beverly said, I am chuckling right now. I just looked down at the dock and a turtle is coming up the dog ramp into the water to sun himself. You just ask and there it is. There it happens to be. That is funny. Trying to think if we see anything else around here. I don't think so. There's not too much else. Oh, Vima, bye dear, I have to go. I am falling asleep with mobile. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I know it's really late where you are. Thank you so much for coming and chatting with me. I keep seeing your lives, Vima, and they're while I'm at work, so unfortunately I can't go into them and be in your lives. But if I ever see one of your lives pop up when I'm not at work, then I'll step in. So have a good night. Sid said, take care, Vima. Beverly, we have 3-foot black snake that visits our yard every spring. Ooh, my husband saw him yesterday. We leave him alone. Believe it is not that eat copperhead snakes, which I do not like. Oh, yeah. Dale, Tanya from Ohio, lots of eagles here. Oh, that is cool. We are close to a lake, deer, squirrels, owl, garter snakes mostly, and that is too many. It doesn't bother me that the animals are around because most of them won't even come close to the house. So, if they hear us moving around, they usually scram. They go somewhere else. Beverly, you said believe or not, but it reminds me of Ripley's Believe It or Not. Too many garters, the other animals are fine. Yeah, I agree. When we had the garters last year, I was like, oh, I can't wait till they go away. Because they make you nervous. Even though you know they're not really going to hurt you, it's just, I don't know. There's something about snakes. I don't know. We had a bunch in our front garden, and I wanted to clear it out and get it ready for planting. And I didn't want to go in there after I saw like a heap of snakes. There were like 3 or 4 of them that were laying on top of each other in our front garden last year. I haven't seen them yet this year. Maybe it's early. Maybe they found a different thing to do this year. But that was something that I didn't see all season either. I only saw that really like spring last year. And then once it got hot, I didn't see them again. They might have still been around, but just, gone somewhere else where I don't go. Kind of like the turtles. Sid said, we have a bad hawk problem here, but luckily the crows take care of them. Okay, wow, you have lots of hawks. We have them here, but I wouldn't call them a problem. I do like that the birds are starting to come back. I've seen a bunch of bluebirds, which are really pretty, and we've got some cardinals, tons and tons of robins. Teresa said, Tanya, I'm from Salina, Ohio. Lots of eagles on Grand Lake. I'm in Tennessee now. Ah, so you're familiar with that bird, all the birds there. Beverly said, I don't mind the non-poisonous snakes. I enjoy watching them from a distance and let them be on their way. We also hawks large and small as well as eagles in our cove on occasion. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I know that there are eagles kind of around in this area sometimes, but you don't really see them too much. We do see hawks, but, you know, like I said, I wouldn't call them a problem. All right, I need to text Roman really quick. I'm going to do it from my other device here because he has to get ready for work. I think most of you know he's working at Dunkin' Donuts right now. And he has been bringing us home donuts because they apparently, at the end of the shift, they apparently just throw out all the donuts that they didn't sell. So the employees are allowed to bring them home. So that's kind of dangerous because I've been eating donuts lately. All right, where is Roman? All right, there we go. Yes, Teresa, I agree. Oh, hold on, I missed Beverly. We have a beautiful blue heron that lands on our bulkhead or on the one across the cove. Love watching them catch fish and eating them. Oh yeah, that is neat. I bet that's relaxing. Be out there and watch that. Yeah, and Teresa, yeah, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I am definitely glad that he's working. And I do love donuts. But I don't know if I should be really eating them. So it's a bad thing for my body. And I know I could say no, but who wants to say no to a donut when it's sitting in front of you? I think I mentioned this last week, but if you weren't here, my dad was a trained chef and he worked in restaurants for a while, but then before I was born, he bought a shop and opened up his own donut shop, which he named Donut Town. Correct, Teresa. You cannot say no to a donut. Donut Town. So he was one of those people, got to make the donuts, got up early and made the donuts. And when I started going to school, he used to let the school come and do like a little field trip to his donut shop, and he'd let everybody kind of make their own, all the kids make their own donuts and stuff. So donuts, all those donuts, and I'm still not sick of them. He ended up selling that donut shop before I went into middle school. Still adding to my sleeves. I'm trying to decide if I want to make it long sleeved because it's a pretty warm sweater. Today was, you know, pretty nice weather, but it wasn't like super hot or anything, but I was dying in this sweater today. And I had it short sleeves, so I'm wondering if I should just make it long sleeves and make it a winter sweater. Can you hear the wind? Does that show up in the video? It is like super windy right now. We were Beverly said, love the colors. Thank you. It's Pioneer Woman. I think you get this at Walmart. I don't know if they still sell it. I got this a while ago. But yeah, I like the colors too. Oh, you can hear it. I think that's hilarious. We were supposed to, I don't know if I said it, we were supposed to get thunderstorms today, but now the sun's out and it's just very windy. So, oh, they don't have that anymore? Oh. I may as well use this up on this sweater then, because I don't know what I'll make. I don't have very much of it left. All right. I made a few shawls out of some of her yarn. What's the name of your sweater pattern? It's the top-down design that Crystal from Hook That Yarn has in her, she did a live on it, but she still has it. So it's that one that she shows you how to increase so that it fits your body the way that you want it to. And you can use any stitch that you want. I just used half double crochets to make this. But I've used her design a lot, and I've just kind of used different stitches with it because it always fits me just like I want to, because she's, you know, she shows you mathematically how to figure out how many stitches to put and how many stitches to increase as you're going along. So you just kind of, you're going around in a circle until you get to the arms, and then you connect the arms and go around from there. So I don't think she has a name. I think she just calls it the top-down design or something like that. But she has it in a playlist. Crystal seems like she's doing, she's making yarn more now than she is crocheting and knitting, at least on her channel. It was not, no, it's not difficult to do. It's, yeah, it's, the first, what you do is you kind of write down as you're going the first time you do it, and then you have the pattern forever, unless you lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight. You know, if you stay about the same size, you can just keep using the same stitches that you wrote down the first time. And she has a PDF that you can print, so that once you print it out, she shows you how to figure out how many stitches, and then you just write it in. And it'll be different for everybody, because you're really like designing it around the shape or the measurements of your body. You know, your measurements all around, not just like if you buy a shirt that's a small, a medium, a large, or whatever, you know, it might not fit your body type well. You know, you might get a size that's a little bit bigger and it fits you here, but it's really drapey on the bottom, and then you go down a size and it's really tight here, you know, that kind of stuff. So it kind of, it's nice because it fits you just so. But her directions were very easy. That's why I've kind of gone with her design. And I printed out the PDF, and so I know how many stitches that I need to go. to make this fit the way that I want. But yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Oh, Teresa said too that it's super easy to follow. I agree. I agree. It is easy. Somebody was just riding a lawnmower by out front of our house. Hey, you can stop and mow our lawn, that's fine. That was weird. Yeah, I think that you've made at least one of those top-down designs, Teresa, right? I think I remember you made at least one. I know I've made quite a few just because I love it. I love to be able to make what I like, you know, what will fit perfectly for me. So, all right, well, I'm thinking I should probably wrap this up. I want to make sure that, you know, I get enough time to start dinner for everybody. Everybody's doing their own thing right now. Got one going to work, got one playing hockey later tonight. Well, Teresa, it should be easy to make more if you, especially if you wrote down, you know, the stitches. So, but yeah, it's always a time thing, isn't it? Because I always kind of struggle with what I want to make for myself and what, you know, I want to make for my channel. So sometimes, like if I want to create content for my channel, I'll just put something that I want to make for myself on the back burner. So. Yeah, but I better, like I said, I better get everything started because we got everybody going every which way tonight. Except me, I'm going to relax and stay home. I hope everybody has a nice evening, and I'll be back next Tuesday. I'd love to chat with you guys. So I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.